Morning. Morning, fellas. This car's trying to pass. The foul have the right of way. The guy behind me was honking. Clearly he can't appreciate the ducks or geese or whatever those were in the morning. There's even a sign, duck crossing. I'm on the side streets, I'm on the back roads. If people are in such a hurry these days, I always think of Brooks from the Shawshank Redemption when he gets out of prison. The world went and got itself in a big dang hurry. You're never in a hurry though, are you, Big the Foot? You just go at your own pace. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo! There they go. Look, slow. Wildlife crossing. That's awesome. I'm at my mom's house now and I found a couple of old photo albums. Check out these old photos of the MGM Studios backlot tour. Some of those old vehicles, and look at that. That's the Ernest Saves Christmas house on the backlot. Oh man, New York Avenue, then became Streets of America, and now all that is bulldozed. Catastrophe Canyon, rest in peace. It's out in front of Star Tours, and look at this. That's me as a young man. That's my head right there. The Earful Tower, now gone. I remember this day pretty well. That's Bill Faberbacke, who was on the TV show Coach. We were standing right outside the Chinese theater. A celebrity was in the park that day. Here's my dad and my sister. Gosh, that was a long time ago. That's my sister and I in front of Spaceship Earth, and check it out, the spires are still on the fountain. And I'm wearing a members only jacket. I was pretty cool. There's me as a baby. My mom's holding me up because I couldn't stand on my own. That's such a cute kid. I thought I was Sherlock Holmes here. This is before I discovered Columbo. Sherlock Holmes was the better detective when I was young, and then later in life, I started using my Columbo-like research skills. This is right after I learned to ride a bicycle. Look at that. I was quite the Lone Ranger, if I do say so myself. And my dad used to take some really cool photos. This is like late 70s, early 80s. I'm getting my picture taken at Circus World. That place has been non-existent for decades. Waiting for the parade at Magic Kingdom, one of my first visits to Walt Disney World. And check out the hub. Old school hub with the trees there. It's all totally different now. Hanging out with Shamu, getting a photo, that's me. The Gilligan hat on at SeaWorld. What's this kid back here doing? What are you staring at, kid? Wow, look at this. My dad, my sister, and I. My mom's taking the photo. In front of Cinderella Castle. I really wish they had those spires in front of Spaceship Earth still. That's us right there. Me, my sister, and my mom. It's the old entrance to SeaWorld Orlando. Totally different now. Look at my sister's face, and I'm doing the bunny ears. And that's a character you never see walking around anymore. Safe to say my family enjoyed being gripped by King Kong at Universal. Look at us. We're terrified. I was slightly skinnier back then. But there's that members only jacket again. That's my very first car. I never even remembered having an Atlanta Braves license plate on the front of the car, but I guess back then I liked the Braves. That's the first Woo-mobile. And look, we had a station wagon. We were the Griswolds. Who remembers this when the Psycho 4 house was still on Universal property before they tore it down? That's kind of a rare photo right there. Standing at the old Universal Globe in Orlando. This globe is now in Hollywood. They moved it from coast to coast, and now there is a bigger, better globe in Orlando. And here's something you'll never see again. Me and the Bill Cosby bust at MGM Studios, which is no longer there. It's been removed. That's a pretty rare photo. Me and the Cos. And this doesn't exist anymore either. Earthquake the Ride at Universal. There it is, downtown Orlando, Florida. They seem to be constructing a huge volcano off the side of the road. Something's happening up here. The light's green, and no one's moving. And I see some lights from a police car, so Might be sitting here for a while. Right here in this parking lot, there used to be the self-proclaimed largest McDonald's. Sadly, it has been torn down. But fret not, because they have built another one titled, I'm not even kidding, Epic McDonald's. When I was in California and I heard about the happenings of this being built over here on the East Coast, I really wanted to come check it out. I have been wanting to see this and see what's inside for a very long time. And no one better to welcome us than this guy, old Ronald McDonald himself. All right, enough talking about it. Let's woo this. If you want to know where the bathrooms are, these figures are pointing you in the right direction. You can order the traditional way, which is over there, or you can do like these gentlemen are doing and order from these screens. And if you don't want to sit at a booth, you can sit at this real cool bar over here. You know, a little ambiance in a McDonald's never hurt anyone. And a fish tank. I wonder if the fillet of... Nah. There's no way. Nah. What am I even thinking? And while the bottom floor is pretty cool, I think all the action is up these stairs. I have no idea what lies ahead, but I'm pretty stoked on it. The wall looks like a big postcard, and look up here. That's the Hamburglar. That's not the Hamburglar I'm used to, though. That's like a new style Hamburglar. And Grimace over here in the corner is very happy. And nothing goes better with a Big Mac than video games. And there is a plethora of them, to say the least. Look at this. Ba-dum, 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 ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. It's like a huge Plinko machine, but kind of like a new age version with a monkey here. It's called Spaceballs. I wonder if Mel Brooks got his royalty check out of that. Makes you think. And nothing says McDonald's like a play area, and this one is gargantuan. And if you peek out the window down there, you see that lonely Checkers down there. That's not an Epic Checkers, that's a normal Checkers. You wish you could be epic, don't you, Checkers? And this play area has a toad and a tadpole and a ladybug. When I was a child, they didn't have cool stuff like this in their play areas. And a shark. That would be terrifying for a small child to be climbing up there and see. This guy, and don't look now, but around the corner lies another voracious creature. And I do really like this neon sign. That's pretty awesome. And the old school artwork down the wall, I like that too. I'm going to give my honest opinion. I like the world's largest McDonald's that sat at the same place as the now Epic McDonald's that they have rebuilt and redesigned. I liked it better. But there is one thing that draws me here, that wins me over, and it's this guy, the one and only Mac Tonight. I freaking love this guy. Everything from his cool shades to his sweet leather boots. Thank you. Oh, I will. I will stop back again. It is what I want. In fact, I stopped in here just for you, buddy. This guy is coolness incarnate. And I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but it doesn't matter. Because look at this guy. I was talking to my friend Justin Scard yesterday. We got in a little discussion. Who is cooler, Mac Tonight or Sunny Eclipse and Magic Kingdom? You decide. Epic McDonald's, you did not disappoint. Gah! I just met Mac Tonight. This day can't get any better. Except for maybe being on a huge screen surrounded by a swarm of bees. They weren't real bees, they were digitally added. I'm arriving now at Universal Orlando Resort. This guy's surfing like a pro. Look at him. And this guy's riding some sort of sea creature or something. I'm not sure what that is, but he's having a good time. I was out here a few nights ago on opening night, and I got to do most of the houses. The only houses I didn't get to do were Krampus and The Walking Dead. And I think they're going to have a very hard time beating my favorites, which are Texas Chainsaw Massacre House and Halloween 2 House, but we'll see. Here goes nothing, it's Krampus time. All right, I got to admit, Krampus was pretty scary. I've never seen the movie, but I do know the story of Krampus. It's kind of a evil Christmassy demon. And the only guy cooler than Mac tonight, Tim Tracker and Jen Tracker. I'm walking past the facade of the New York Public Library and heading straight in to The Walking Dead. I really did not expect to like The Walking Dead house. Started off kind of weak, but then it got way better. The theming in there was awesome. There was a couple scenes that were really super good. All in all, not my favorite house out here at Halloween Horror Nights, but it's worth doing at least once. Sun's starting to go down. Look how beautiful that sunset looks. Well, at least on the back side of that bridge right there. How's it going? How's it going? It's very foggy and very rainy out here, and there's a bunch of like dead fishermen wandering around. This might be my favorite scare zone. This is like one of the coolest ambiance ones. Every time I walk through there, I get a weird craving for fish sticks. I hear a chainsaw. That can't be good. I think Leatherface. I think he's out here. I just want to sit up there and just wait for Leatherface to come out and say hi to me with his chainsaw.
Like Grandpa.
Like Grandpa, exactly, like Grandpa.
Like Grandpa.
I could stick my finger out and put it in Grandpa's mouth.
I heard that was real blood because the blood bag didn't work. It was, they actually cut her finger and that was her blood.
Grandpa.
Real blood.
That's what I heard.
It's a true story, folks. Whoa, look at that ambiance.
Blood is family.
With the smoke coming in.
Is that what the...
No, the saw is family.
Saw is family.
Yeah, that's what the slogan, I think from part 3, Leatherface, part 3 was. Saw is family.
Saw is family.
How many times have you done the Texas Chainsaw House altogether?
3, I think, now.
But you just saw the movie for the first time.
I don't want to keep drinking.
And just went through the house since the movie. So is it better with or without seeing the movie?
It's better after seeing the movie.
So now you start to notice more little nuances and details.
Yes. It also helps that they added stuff this weekend, which they do throughout
They added Sally jumping out the window.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. I never noticed that before.
It was good.
Super cool.
Oh, it was amazing.
A thumbs up from Tim?
Yeah, thumbs up from Tim.
I thought this house was called Halloween 2. It's called Hell Comes to Haddonfield. There is no Halloween 2. Did you realize it was called Hell Comes to Haddonfield?
But when we walk into the house, it says Halloween 2 with a pumpkin skeleton face.
Where did they get the Hell Comes to Haddonfield?
Well, because it's Haddonfield's the name of the town. Because the tag...
Now, in my opinion, if I lived in Haddonfield, I think that pretty much Hell would have showed up in part 1.
But no, it only affected like 4 people in part 1. The tag for Halloween 2 was The Night Isn't Over. Because the tag for the first one was The Night He Comes Home. In Halloween 2, it's The Night...
I'm very confused.
I'm confused.
I'm very confused.
There are too many taglines in this. Too many.
See, it says Halloween 2 here, and there's a very, very pungent stench of chlorine.
I think there's a hotel pool like right
Oh, I thought maybe Michael Myers was like doing like laps. I still think my favorite houses out here are Halloween 2 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, with The Exorcist being a close third, just because I've seen those movies more than any of the other houses that are based on. How many Michaels do you think there are in the house? There's like probably
15?
15? No, there's more than 15 Michaels in there.
At least 3.
At least 312.
At least 3. Like that's like a generous estimate.
You're not helping with the review, Tim.
They're like 503.
That's
a good amount.
How many Michaels do you think were in?
So many. I got
like
they
50.
all got me.
There had to been like 50.
Maybe 37.
37 is closer to 50 than 3. Good night, Halloween Horror Nights. Once again, you were fun. Got to see some houses that I had not done before. Got to walk through some scare zones and get a little frightened. Once again, you did not disappoint. But now it's time to say, vlog over.